Welcome to Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. Tonight we're going to have episode 162 of The Coin Vault Has Opened. We're going to be looking at some mixed 1979 Lincoln cents. They're still in their mint cellos. It should just be Philadelphia and Denver. So we've got some 79s here. I'll dump them out and we can begin. Now there are no double dies for 1979 that are known, and there's only 3 RPMs, so that's not much fun. So we can take a look at them, and perhaps we'll find an air coin, perhaps we'll find something cool. Let me get my microscope going here again, because it seems to have frozen. But hello everybody, hope everyone is having a good night. So this is the first time I've gone to take a look at these coins. And so hopefully they are on the better scale. An MS-66, they seem pretty hard to find. I barely ever see them up for sale on eBay or elsewhere. So even if we were able to get MS-66s, those would be pretty good. But we'll take a look at them. These mint Cellos, they feel super, super thin. It feels like they've been around quite a bit. Hopefully I can see at least one of them here. Kind of looks like it has some environmental damage. But my guess is some of these are probably kind of in the red-brown range as well. And from past experience, here's the one that I saw that looked like it had environmental damage. They seem to get little tone spots pretty easy. They seem really prone to like pink and purple and blue spots. I got a mint sewn bag of these, and they have like aqua blue spots all over them. Yeah, this one here, it's like dirty. I believe that's just chilling on the top. Gross. Not sure if this one has a hole in it or what. Okay, no, it's on the top. And so most of these that we've looked at from this person that I purchased from are not like this. This one here looks pretty good, but it's probably still just an MS-64. And so, my goodness, I don't know if any of you guys collect coins and check out eBay at all. But I've been selling coins on eBay for like 17, 18 plus years. At least that's this current account that I have. I had an account, I think, all the way back into the 90s. But when I moved cross country, somehow I lost it. But I've seen the prices kind of go up and down over the years. This one has a little toning on it. Lincoln cents are going nuts right now. I have no idea what's going on, but pretty much I'm just getting bought out in my store. Sorry guys. I'm getting bought out in my store, and everything is just really hard to find. There's almost no new coins coming up for sale. The total buy it nows in the US coin category for PCGS rated coins, it's dropping every day. To the point where I'm just like, wow, what's going on? I'm just having people buy out whole categories from my store, and I'm trying to find replacements for it, and it's difficult. It's really been crazy. In the last month, my sales have just gone through the roof. I don't know where the new interest is coming from, what is going on, but last month I was just breaking $11,000 sales. This month I broke 11,000, broke 12,000, broke 13,000, broke 14,000, just broke 15,000 I think yesterday, and now I'm working on breaking 16,000 for a 30-day average. It's just, that's how insane. Basically I'm up like 50% sales, so I don't know. I really don't know what's going on. It's mind-boggling. Pretty much I'm used to a certain amount of orders a week, and the orders are going through the roof. I have over 100 coins which I have not been able to make videos of because I've been so busy packing orders. So I'm happy. but a little bewildered. Um, my best guess is that maybe people made a ton of money on Bitcoin, maybe through all this Wall Street trading stuff. Not really sure, but there just seems to be money pouring into the coin categories at a rate I've never seen before. Welcome, Super Silverman. Hello. If you know anything about 1979s here, I've just never, there's 3 RPMs that I'm aware of, no double dies, and so for the most part I feel like we're looking for better looking coins, and I feel like because there are no real like rarities in it, a lot of people don't spend the time to go through them, but 1979's always been a really good coin for me once it's been graded. They sell really well in my eBay store, but on the other hand, I've had more complaints. I feel like 1979 I've had more complaints about the quality, and I think PCGS gives a little bit of a break on 1979s. We'll talk in the future here. Seriously, sales have gone through the roof, and if it's just in the back of my head, like if my sales keep going the way they are, it's taking up every single minute of my day. I'm 100 video backlogged. I have like 100 slabs I need to make videos of still, and I got everything posted today. You'd watch the thickness. Okay, yeah, I mean, I figured I would check them out here anyway. This one's got some, I don't know, it almost reminded, when I first looked at it, it almost reminded me of a proof. Not, it doesn't look like a proof, but just the way the luster on the front here, the smoothness of it. It looks like a business strike to me, but just something about it looked different. Well, thank you for the offer. I'm still not there yet. Pretty much my goal here is to get to $200,000 of sales by the end of next year. That was my goal, but the fact that I've had $15,000 of sales just this month, I feel like that's well over $200,000. And so by the point where I'm getting there and it's steady, I'm definitely going to need some help. Really nice reverse on this one. Are you still out there in Colorado? I feel like I know a lot of people out here who have a place in Colorado and out here in California as well. The two states seem to go pretty well together. Yeah, so quite a few of these appear to be red-brown, if not brown, and it's too bad. But I was able to get some super cool coins. The 1972 that I was talking about the other day, the double die that I purchased, it still hasn't come in the mail. I saw it finally shipped today. I was able to get a 1941p double die, and it looked pretty cool. I don't know if you saw the video of it. But I'm slowly but surely starting to build a pretty nice collection of varieties. And it's like most of the reason I bought them was because, I make a lot of coin videos, but I figured if I had videos and was able to show people close-ups of the different air coins, that it would be helpful for people trying to identify them. Because I feel like just seeing a still picture, sometimes it doesn't quite do it. Welcome, PK Carve. Hello, hello. How are you tonight? Welcome to the stream. Good to see you again. So, your brand new coin. Oh, you didn't get them in the mail. Bummer. Do tell me so that I can come check out. I assume you're going to make a video when you get to unbox them. It'll be exciting. And did you say that you were going to get them published in a magazine? That would be awesome. I'd like to see that too. But I may, like, I don't know, last Saturday after the stream, I was kind of in the place where I was like, okay, it looks like I have the capital to start purchasing or to start getting coins submitted. So last Sunday I was thinking that I was going to be doing a stream going through some of the better coins and deciding which ones to submit to PCGS, and I was going to start doing a bulk submission kind of thing. But then I reinvested all the money and bought up a couple categories on eBay, bought out a bunch of eBay stores of all their inventory, and so that's been kind of cool. Nice. Oh, it's going to be in the cherry picker guide. That'll be awesome. Some of these coins are hairy. But it looks like I'm going to hold off on getting coins graded. Here's some of those little kind of pinky purple spots that I was talking about that I see on a lot of 1979s. I have like a whole bag with ones with like aqua spots on them. But I have seen quite a few MS66s with a couple like little purple spots on them. And so the way that the coin market has been going, like if you guys, like I keep track of how many buy it nows are on eBay in the US coin category, and basically every day it's dropping by like 200 to 300, and so like a month ago it was at like I think like 126,000, and now it's like down to like 116,000, trying to go down to 115. Just every day it's dropping, and so I'm trying to buy up as many PCGS certified coins. I don't know if PCGS is just having, I hear they have a backlog, but I'm buying up as much as I can, and then if it just continues to drop and there's no coins to purchase, I'm definitely going to start getting coins graded, because if there's that much demand in the market right now, it seems like that is the time to start getting into grading. And so if that happens, but I'm gonna try to eat up as much that is available on the market right now. That is the plan. But it's been an exciting week, and just there's probably about 8 people who are just consistently buying the same coins over and over and over again, just taking everything out, like the 30s, 40s, 50s, the 80s and 90s, like a lot of modern coins, like pretty much anything MS67, 68, all my 69s got sold out. My 67s were getting so low that I just went and bought every MS67 coin under 20 bucks on eBay. So I don't know if you guys have noticed, I've been doing a lot of MS67 coin videos in the past week. This one looks really nice. There's a little scratch underneath the memorial there. But anyway, a nice red coin. I guess it looks like there's some marks up here under the T. That's too bad. Maybe a 65. I was hoping for a 66. Yeah, it's really interesting that PCGS, I mean, that's such an identifiable error as well. It seems like it would be really easy for them to put that into their system and to get their graders used to identifying that. It wouldn't take much work at all. It's like there's not a lot of things you'd confuse it with. But hopefully PCGS, like I guess Collectors Universe got bought out by an individual and a private firm, and so it sounds like that company specializes in scalability, and so I don't know, maybe all the PCGS coins are going to go to China here in the future, because that seems like a way that companies kind of scale up production. You'd like to think in the world right now they'd be doing it in the US, and there's no reason I should think that they're not doing that, but it would be interesting to see. How many of the 5 on the cheeks have been identified? Like, it's, I feel like from my understanding it's only a few of them. I feel like I've at least seen pictures of one of them, and it definitely looked cool. Yeah, we might be back to pulling coins out of the vault here in the future. I mean, I've got another month or so of coins in this box, but there's like 0 rolls of mint cellos going up for sale on eBay every week. There's like one person that's like kind of rationing out like 1 or 2 rolls of proofs from the 60s, like the ones we looked at so many of, but they, like, the prices are just going up almost to my buy it nows, so I'm not going to purchase a bunch of proof rolls from other people when I'm selling it for the same price. This one's got some fun paisleys on it. But I don't know, maybe I should get into mint sets here. I haven't been watching how mint sets are doing on eBay. I'm pretty much watching everything else. Less than 30, so that's pretty rare. And it's definitely something that I think, you know, you have to be looking for it, but it also looks strong enough that people would just notice it and be like, what on earth is going on with that coin? Were you specifically looking for it, or did you just randomly come across it while looking through coins? Ouch. I think this one's ready to be spent. What do you guys think? Yeah, some of these coins look like they like fell in a puddle. This one's got some toning. See if I can get it to show up. Like almost the entire coin is like a pinkish red. The first one was found in 1975. So people have had some time to look for them. I feel like the reverse on this has kind of like a mint cello orange to it. That one's a pretty coin. It was your first 66 purchase? That makes me want to purchase one. Was it an open set? Were you able to see the coins when you, or you probably bought them locally? The 1960 Philadelphia, the 1969 Philadelphia, if it's Philadelphia, I would say it's quite possible. I cannot get enough 1960, 1960p small dates, PK Carve. Anytime I buy one, they sell out. I'm able to sell them in MS64 condition. I'm sure if I had 63s, I feel like to have it, you know, like I feel like they sell for about, like at least I'm able to sell them for about twice the PCGS value. If it's the Denver small date, I think I have a ton of 19. I think I have a ton of 64s and 65s. I've had them for a while, but the Philadelphia one sells really well. Nice, good score, Super Silverman. Yeah, very good score, but you know that already. You don't need me to tell you. Do you know if PK Carve? Do you know if they're Denver or Philadelphia? And oh, that's probably the mint cello. I was gonna say the night. It almost looks like a a doubled 9 above it, but that's probably where the cello got pushed up against the coin. It's like the last coin that looked really nice, there was the little marks like right up here at 230. Same place. This one's got some other things going on the reverse. And top pop too. Well, you could start your own, like with the money from that, you could, well, I mean, I know you basically do have a business, but that's enough money to like really start, you know, buying and selling stuff. Like that could completely get you enough money to, you know, start sending in tons of other coins to get graded. I mean, like what I do on eBay, it's nothing special. I you know, get to know all the coins, what they sell for. I buy them at auction, check the buy it nows every day. I definitely notice I get questions on some of the videos that I do. There's definitely other people starting to do the same thing as me. I feel like there's enough room in the market for hundreds more people to do the same thing as I do. Well, if you're able to see the end of PK Carve, if they're Philadelphia, there's a good chance. And hold on, I think I still have it over here. Give me 1 second. Did I already make a video of it? Oh, it's probably in this stack. I'll show you another coin to check out, to keep your eyes out for when if you do go through them. There we go. I had one of these, I posted it, but this is the 1960D, Min State 64 red, and it's a small over large state. So this is definitely one to keep an eye out for. Let me get into the other mode here. But this is definitely one to look for. I mean, with a magnifier glass, you know, there's lots of different kinds of machine damage that will kind of make things look doubled. But it's like the main, for me at least, being able to identify one of these, the curl of the small date and the 6 coming out midway through the 6. I mean, maybe there could be a die chip stuck in one, but the doubling on this is like, you know, it's not easy to miss. And you got a little bit of doubling on the B there as well. I don't think that there's much up here. But that is definitely something to look for if you do decide to open them. There's one other coin I wanted to show you guys. I don't think it got put away yet. Too many stacks. Hopefully I didn't put it away. I did have to go through a lot of stuff today. If it's here, I will show it to you guys if you guys haven't seen it already. Here it is. Alright. So this one here is the 1941 double die, which I'd never seen in person before. I think I'd seen it in Chuck's book. Nice, you have another batch you're working on? Nice, yeah, the small dates are selling like crazy right now. So the 1941 double die, it's not very strong here in the date. I'm not sure, I'm guessing this is maybe where the die pivoted from. But when you come over to Liberty, it's got a pretty nice spread and extra thickness in Liberty. But then when you get up to In God We Trust, you know, there's, you know, really nice spread in it, and there's, you know, but it goes all the way through Trust. This one reminds me of the 1995 double die. And so this is definitely one to look for. This one is an extra fine 40. Extra fine 40, and so it's worth like I think like 140 plus or something. And so that's definitely a coin to look out for. But I guess I brought out the other one just to show you, in case you were looking through your 1960s, that is something you can find in the Denver if it's a small date Denver. But if you have the small date Philadelphia, I'm able to sell those in MS64 for about 20 bucks. The 65s are usually go for about 25, and that if you get an MS66, they seem to sell for about 40 bucks. That is higher than the PCGS value. It's just there's almost never any available, and so people will be looking for it to fill their set. And when they see one they've been looking for so long, they just want that coin. Okay, well, if it's a D, there is the possibility of having a small over large date. The Philadelphia, you don't get that. I think that particular one that I showed you, I think it's in MS64. I believe it's around 160. I can't quite remember off the top. It's either 140 or 160. MS65, I think it goes up to like 200, 225 or something. Might even go up to 275. But definitely worth looking for. But a lot of the 1960s that I've looked through, they're covered with carbon spots. Just absolutely plagued. It's weird because 79s are plagued with spots as well. But instead of it being black spots, there are these bright, colorful blues and purples, and so it's interesting. And so if you go through them and they're all nice and clean, I don't see many rolls of clean 1960s. Welcome, Joseph Gross. Welcome. Yes, I'm sorry, I forgot to show you guys too the D on the 1960s small large date. Here, I can pull that back out. It has an RPM too, I believe. I totally forgot to show you guys. It's a D over D, and I didn't see if I can zoom in all the way on this one. I purchased my first, I can't really. It's a 50-50 shoot with these PCGS slabs. You can zoom in one side perfectly and the other side for my microscope. But I believe if you're looking at it directly below the D, to the southeast kind of, you can see the line, I believe, coming down from the D. Is that right? Or no, it's above it. I have so many obstructions here. Because I have another one, and I feel like the D on the other one was much more obvious. I believe it's to the northwest. I just saw the little thing on the bottom, and I was like, oh, that's the line of the D. But yeah, that, like right there, you can see touching the 9, there's a curl, a bright lit up kind of curl. That's the top of the D. You can kind of see its outline here. On this angle here, just like right above the D, you can see an outline. It's not super big, it's kind of shallow, but there is definitely, there was a D there. You just found a 1979 Roosevelt with full bands. Nice. Congrats. Only 2 of them have full bands from all grading services. What's that go for? That sounds good. Like, I mean, that would like basically give somebody, that would be like a top pop coin. What's the condition on it look like? Excuse me. Not you bought it from me on eBay. Your name looked familiar. Yeah, no, I've nice, congratulations. Well, I mean, that's one of the reasons that I make the videos and try to do the up close stuff is so that people can actually see what they're buying. You're not the first person to find something really cool and tell me. Most people don't. Um, but yeah, like I've been meaning to, like we look through a lot of coins on the show here, but one of the things I almost never get the time to do is to just go through my PCGS slab collection and just look at everything more closely. Like I definitely have found a ton of stuff just making videos and just looking at them, but there are a lot of things I am sure to cherry pick. Like oftentimes when there's super low grade PCGS slabbed coins, like a modern like extra fine 40, I'll buy it just to like kind of like I'm like, why did someone get that graded? And I found some really cool looking stuff. Nice. Well, congratulations. It was just sitting there, and I'm glad you got it because you'll be able to appreciate it. And if you're able to get that graded and get the full bands on it, otherwise it could just be sitting in someone's collection and nobody would ever know. Like, it definitely pays to look at your coins closely. They won't post they won't post it. Yeah, there's definitely some funny stuff online. It's like you just have to start your own. You just have to start your own channel and start it up. Let me change back to the other view here now that I'm not in there. But congratulations. So are you going to send it to back to PCGS, or does Great Collections, will they get it regraded for you? I mean, that shows just what can happen when you have a good eye. Like, Super Silverman here just found a variety with the 5 on the cheek, and it's like there's a lot of money to be made if you're willing to take the time and look at things closely. And it's like right now we're looking through 1979Ps. There's nothing in them. We're going to zoom in with the microscope in a minute. But if somebody was to find something in, people have looked. They haven't found anything. So they get it graded. Yeah. Well, how much is half price? Like, is that like bulk submission, or they just have like a special arrangement? But the catch with getting it graded at Great Collections, I read their website, I believe, a long time ago. The catch is when you get it graded with them, then they put it up for auction. That last one looked pretty nice. And so if you send it into Great Collections, are you selling it at that point? Nice. You have something in common with Super Silverman then. He just found one that I believe he said it was the highest graded one. He's getting it back from PCGS, but he's already seen the grade. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I watch Great Collections, the auctions end on eBay. Their auctions end like their price. They go for like well above PCGS price at auction. I'm just like, wow. So a bunch of these are like kind of red brown. Just kind of hurts to look at here. But yeah, it's definitely. I watch their auctions and always, like, sometimes I just don't even bother bidding on the stuff because, you know, if I'm gonna buy something and resell it, there has to be at least some margin. And basically, it's like the stuff all either goes up to like full price. They have some really competitive bidders. It is definitely amazing. That's so awesome, Super Silverman. Yeah, hopefully, I'm curious once, like, I have really not done any grading. Sometime here, I feel like I've been saying it for a year, but sometime here in the future, probably soon, because eBay, the buy it nows are just disappearing off eBay, and the auctions are getting sparser and sparser. But I've been buying up a ton of raw coins, um, and so sometime here in the future, possibly I just got my taxes sent in, so I'm just waiting for my taxes to get back. But that'll probably give me enough to play around and send in a couple hundred coins. I'm really curious of what some of the better coins will bring. Um, and I don't know, like I get all happy when, you know, I find a proof 68 wheat cent on eBay, and I'm just curious to see how hard it is to get one. I feel like it's gotta be harder. It almost looks like an RPM. Maybe it's just a notch on the bottom. That sounds pretty good. Um, I'm not sure if it just has a knock on the corner. That kind of looks like a notch on the bottom. I don't feel like I see any damage to the top. I don't see anything. Let's turn it upside down. I feel like I don't see anything on the top. I think I closed copper coins. Oops, gosh, this light is getting me. It's getting me, it's getting you guys. I think that this one is an RPM. We can take a look though, there might be a couple others. It definitely does only take two people who want the coins to make an auction go crazy. And I don't know when the best time to send something like that in would be, if there's a certain time of year. But if you have like best of the best, I would almost, you know, like I feel like the big auction companies, if it's a top pop, maybe I'm thinking more of like a more expensive coin. But it's like you really want them to like market that, and granted they're gonna take a big chunk out of it once you get it, but I feel like that's probably the best way to maximize. For a coin like that, you're probably not gonna get another one just like it. Welcome, accredited coins. Hello, hello. Well, we found our first RPM in like what seems like a month. The buyer pays everything. That's kind of cool. Do you know, uh, Joseph, do you know how much they charge for the grading? You said they get half price. Is that basically like a bulk submission price? Because that would be about half, or do they get even more off than a bulk submission? Like, I'm surprised they don't. Maybe I just don't follow other grading companies, but I'm surprised they don't have more coins up for sale. I feel like they used to have more up at auction, but I don't see as many as I feel like I used to see on their auctions. Maybe most of them just fly by because they're a little bit above my price range. How are you doing tonight, accredited coins? Now, let me check something out. Okay, yeah. Oh, yeah. I said 15 that broke 15,000, but it broke 16,000 30-day average yesterday. I thought it was 15,000. So on our way up here. That's pretty handy, Super Silverman. Oh, that's way better than. Yeah, that's one of the things that it's like that I think about is I find, you know, a bunch of different varieties, but none of them are worth the amount of money that it costs to get them graded. And so it's just kind of, it seems absurd how much it costs to get a variety attributed to a coin. Like, just ridiculous. Looks like some machine damage on this one. Yeah, I honestly can't believe how much it costs to get something graded. What you can do accredited coins, unless you don't mind it, I put a minimum on all my stuff. Forever I kept it, but it was like basically people just continually offering $1. I think I put mine at like just auto decline. You can do it in bulk, but auto decline for 25% or for less than 75% value. Then you don't have to deal with it. I feel like all of a sudden I was like, oh, I'm not getting many offers anymore. But what I realized is I wasn't getting all those offers that were keeping me busy that I couldn't accept because it wasn't even a tenth of the price that I paid for the coin. And then also I feel like since I stopped doing that, my sales have actually gone up because I'm not dealing with that and I'm able to deal with other stuff. My name is Time Traveler, but you can call me Michael. Yes, call me Michael. But I usually just go by Time Traveler's Coin Exchange. So many Michaels in this world. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, I try to get everything in the mail immediately. The post office, that's my only hold up. They're pretty good with most stuff, but occasionally a package just goes missing for a month. But everything, either it goes out the same day or it goes out first thing the next morning. I try to get things out as fast as I can. And so we've got, I think there's like 30 more rolls of mint cellos here to look at in the future. And then there's a couple rolls, which I haven't even looked to see what condition they're in, but I believe they came from mint cellos and they just rolled them up. And Credited Coins here, he also has a eBay business. He tries to pretty much have one of everything, but he's a pretty decent eBayer too. And he's actually been working hard this past year, and he's built accreditedcoins.com as well. And he's been working hard. Thank you guys. I definitely try. And I've got about 200 more coins incoming in the mail, so I'm going to be busy this next week. And if sales keep continuing the way it is, it's going to get interesting here. It seems like less and less coins are available to purchase. I'm just hoping that it seems like I'm just to the point where it seems like if it gets any faster, I'm going to get bought out. But the bright side of that is then I can start getting coins graded. I'm assuming this is machine damage. It definitely looks very light. I'll take a look at the rest. I know you guys, it probably kills you guys whenever I'm zooming in on machine damage, but I like to just make sure I'm not missing something that could be something. Yeah, it's definitely all scooped out. Oh, you have a eBay store, Super Silverman? I did not realize that. What's the name of your eBay store? That way I can check out. And forgive me if you told me, but I did not remember that fact. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like on eBay, like the amount of sales going on, it just seems like the entire PCGS coin market is just getting bought up by something. Like, I feel like it's the sports card market. Like, they basically made $1 billion there and they're just moving to the next category. But right now, I feel like there's a coordinated effort. Like, there's like some secret YouTube thread or Reddit thread or something going on where they're basically buying out wheat cents. Like, I'm getting sales in other categories. Look at the pink and purple spots on this one. I'm getting sales in other categories, but Lincoln cents, I would say their sales have like gone up, and the prices, like, I mean, even the people that I buy from, all their prices have gone up. Like, it's something's happening, and I don't know exactly what's going on, but I know we've joked Accredited Coins about starting like a coin mafia or like just a coordinated group of buying up everything of certain categories and dates and mints. I really feel that there needs to be something like that, that everybody kind of working together and figuring out markets to corner, I feel like could really benefit a lot of people, and it couldn't hurt the coin hobby either. Personally, I have not. I've probably gotten like less than 10 coins graded. I was going to last year, and then when the pandemic first started, then PCGS closed. So I sent in all, or I'm sorry, I spent all my money that I had like 1,000 proof wheat cents that I was going to get graded. And we looked at them all, and I just have not. I just keep buying out categories on eBay and just buying out people's eBay stores. It's been cheaper for me to buy other people's graded coins. Um, but that's also one of the things that I was realizing is like, oh, I found all these different varieties, and I'm gonna have to kind of double check the coins before I get them graded. But basically every single PCGS coin on my eBay store I bought from someone else. And so that's going to change here in the future. I'm going to have a bunch of fresh, beautiful slabs that have only had my hands and the grader's hands on them. And I try to keep... Sorry, the N on that one looks really suspicious. But yeah, it's going to be changing here in the future. Is that just... Let me get this on a good angle. Maybe it's been cleaved, but both plate on both sides. It just was reminding me of the 1941, and maybe let's look at it upside down. When in doubt, turn it upside down. Yeah, I feel like it's just some kind of damage. It just it looked interesting to me there for a second. Alright, I'll put that one on the side. I'll take a closer look. Let me zoom back out here. You need some quarters to finish your set. Where am I? There I am. I'm thinking that one's machine damage. Sorry, I got lost here, guys. That other one just kind of stopped me in the tracks. The 43/4 I bought. Some toning on that. Yeah, there was just something, it reminded me of another double die that I'd seen on a different date, and that's why I just wanted to really look at it and make sure that it couldn't have been something else, but it looked like it was damaged. It looked like something, yeah, had shaved it. $48.40 is what it is at the moment. How do you change your eBay name? I believe you just go to your feedback area on your eBay store, and you can change it. Mine was still Answer to Life. I'd been doing the business here, and that's what I had started my eBay name as. And then I was like, my eBay store is called Time Travelers Coin Exchange, my YouTube, everything else is, so I just finally changed mine. You can do it too. Trying to get an MS condition set for them. What years are you trying to get put together for the quarters? I almost had like a full state quarter set, and but I put up my entire registry set on PCGS. It's up for sale on eBay, so it's like building sandcastles. But somebody came and like bought out pretty much my entire set, and so I've been trying to put it back together. I unfortunately have had no mentor. Nobody I know is interested in coins. Nobody likes them. The coin dealer closed up shop here a ton or a long time ago. I didn't even know. I pretty much just roll hunted by myself. I had a Rydale. I'd go through about 10 bank boxes. Like every weekend, I would just go nonstop. I thought coin roll hunting and stuff was something you do alone, and you just don't tell anyone about it because everybody walks away and starts yawning. And then I started making videos of my stuff here on YouTube, and that's when I found out that there were all these other people on YouTube that loved coins. And I found Chuck's channel. I found Ken Peavy's channel, who's passed now. Just a bunch of, I found this whole community of people, and they're awesome on YouTube. Everybody's friendly. Like, there's just been a bunch of people who have really helped me and have been really patient with me. Like, say like this, I would be absolutely jumping in joy a few years ago. I would have thought that I found something awesome. even though it still looks awesome to me. I'm a sucker for machine damage. This one's pretty extreme, the most we've seen here. I'm out in California. Yeah, he definitely like he was really helpful. He definitely took time to answer a bunch of questions. He gave me a list of different books to read. I finally just finished the authoritative reference of Lincoln Cents. That one was Wexler. And lately I've been reading the complete encyclopedia of US and colonial coins. That's been my night reading. And so it's kind of, I thought I was like, wow, this is just going to be looking at a bunch of coins, which I love doing. But I thought it was just going to be pictures of coins and like just short stats about it. And it does have that. But it also gives you the history behind the coin, why it was made, how it was used in, commerce. And just, it gives you a history of like why this coin happened and how it was useful. And I've really been enjoying it. I was really surprised. Oh, that's a good idea, Super Silverman. Yeah, I'm really happy that his family's keeping, and people are keeping his channel going. Yeah, that's definitely true. Educate people about coins. I mean, and that's the, like, long ago I heard the phrase like buy the book then the coin, and I bought a million coins before I bought a book. Basically, it's like I did everything the hard way. Like the first 100 episodes of this show, for the most part, are looking through the coins that I put away 10, 15, 20 years ago, going through bank boxes and 5,000 count bags of wheat pennies off eBay. And then it's like basically all the first episodes are going through those. I still have ones that we haven't gone through. The vault was just too big, and I started to get these mint Cellos because I was interested in them, because I was wanting to learn how to grade better. And so I figured I look at, I'm making thousands of videos of higher grade coins, and so I feel like I started to develop an eye for better looking coins. And then I figured if I had 3 places to look for high grade coins, I could look in rolls, I could look in bank bags, and I could look in mint Cellos. And from what I've found, I feel like the highest grade coins that I see are in like mint sets or mint Cellos. This one might be an RPM too. Let's check out this one. The name Adam Chambers sounds familiar. I think he maybe has been here before. Maybe I'm thinking of, maybe I've seen him at Chuck's on copper coins. That one, I don't know, like if that's a notch, it just looks a little bit odd. Is this the toned one? Oh, I think that one might be an RPM too. I'll put that one with the other one. Oh yeah, maybe check out the reverse too. Mr. Lawson, oh yeah, I enjoyed his as well. He was definitely, he's definitely really friendly too. It seems like he's got a really, really good eye and a lot of knowledge. That's one thing that I wish I had done. I just didn't know that there was a whole community of people on YouTube. Like I had no idea. Like, I really had no idea how many knowledgeable people there were. And definitely anybody in my life that did know anything about coins, they didn't want to share anything. Like, it seemed like the hobby was really kind of closed to me, where, you know, I'd walk into a coin shop. Like, the nearest coin shop for me is probably 200 miles, maybe more. It's far away, and any of the ones that I've gone to, it's like one or two shelves. It's more of like an antique store. I've never been to a big coin show. I think I went to a couple little ones when I was young, but really just I've never really gotten to do any of that before, and it seems like it would be a lot of fun. Like, I would have, I don't know, it would be like me in a candy shop for the most part. Lawson's the one that discovered the 5 on the cheek. I'm learning more and more about the 5 on the cheek variety. I think I'd only seen a photo of it before. And so hopefully, I don't know, last Saturday after the stream, I was like, I just need to start doing bulk submissions. And then I thought I'll just hold off on things for a little bit, see if it still seems like a good idea next week. But I'm thinking I'm gonna probably get my, it's like I have a PCGS account, I just, you know, didn't pay for the membership this last year, and then everybody's been saying how bad the grades are coming back, and so it hasn't made me enthusiastic to like kind of do my maiden voyage. But if I am doing that, I was thinking about possibly doing on the stream here, just looking through coins and kind of, you know, we all look through them and say yay or nay on the coin, and then kind of, you know, tally up what our guesses the grades will be, and then send them in and see how right or how wrong we all are. And I figured if I did kind of videos of all the different steps, that then it would also be helpful for people wanting to get their own coins graded or wanting to do a bulk submission in the future. Yeah, I've tried it. I feel like it's just become a little bit clearer, but what information are you looking? I have not done one yet, but I've tried to figure out all the information on it. I feel like they finally updated their pages, but to do a bulk submission, you need at least 100 coins. They cannot be more than 5 different dates or mints. The Long Beach show would be cool. Yeah, I'd definitely like to go. I feel like if you get the PCGS membership, you also get, I think it's the free, I think they give you 2 tickets or a free ticket to the Long Beach show. But with the bulk submission, it can't be more than 5 different coins, like 5 different dates or mints. So basically you need like 20 of 5 different coins, or, you know, so like any number you want that adds up to 100, but no more than 5 different coins. I think it's like $12 per coin. And then you can set a minimum grade, but you have to have, I think, 55% or something like that of the coins meet that grade. And if 55% do, then you get the other coins that didn't meet the grade returned to you at no charge. But if over half don't, I think they charge you $5 per coin. So basically you get like your coins back, and they charge you $5 for each one. And then there's shipping, a one-time handling fee, bunch of fun stuff. Um, no, I believe each one of those would be a different coin. It's so basically it's like if I was to send in a bulk grade, one option I could have is I could send in 20 1958 proof sets because it's a 5 coin set, or I could send in 20 1956 proofs, 20 1957 proofs, 20 1958 proofs, and so on. And if this is not accurate, somebody please tell me, but that's what everyone else has told me, and that's what I've read, but I have not physically done it yet. But that's what I believe the situation is. Thank you, Joseph. Yeah, I don't have plans on going yet. I would absolutely love to. It's kind of hard for me to, well, right now with the pandemic as well. I'm kind of I'm in close proximity to people who do not have access to healthcare, and I've got full-time jobs, kind of keeping them, making sure that they have what they need, and so I'm kind of in a bubble here at the moment. But at the end of this pandemic, which will hopefully be soon, Long Beach sounds awesome. But at least I'm in a happy bubble. And so, yeah, I believe you can, but yeah, I don't know. I believe like you could send in 200 coins, and I believe it still has to be five, no more than five. You could send in two bulk orders, like separate orders, and you could do five, 5 different dates of one, and then you could send in another bulk order. But yeah, so if you're trying to do 1970 small dates, you wouldn't have to necessarily have 20 of them. You could send in one small date, I think, and you could send in 99 large dates. However, the small dates are a lot easier to sell and worth quite a bit more. Yeah, I'm curious about, like, I mean, I feel like because all the coin shows closed here and because all the coin shops closed, I don't feel like my business would have, like, my business has grown, like, I think like 600%. No, it's like more than that. Like, just in the last month here, my business is up 392% from a year ago. And like, but just the last month, my sales are up 52.5%. Like, that's how crazy things have been. But it's like, it almost feels like if it wasn't for the pandemic and everything, I wouldn't even be in the situation that I'm at right now. Like, I shot the moon, I put everything into it, and it just seems like everything happened at the right time. And lately on eBay, my sales have been more than I can find to purchase, which has been the complete opposite. You'll have that many Super Silvermen, you know what you're doing. Nice, Joseph. Are you, what's your plans for them? Or is it like a private collection of them? Or are they something that you're eventually gonna send in to get graded? Yeah, everybody's shopping from home. I feel like hobbies became cool with the pandemic. Okay, well, gotta find myself something to do. What did I do before I worked full time, every day, nonstop? Oh yeah, when I was a kid, I used to coin collect. I never finished that. And then they get into it. I don't know. It seems like everybody, like, hobbies became cool again. And I think a lot of people got laid off of their jobs and they're trying to learn how to make money, and buying and selling things. I think a lot of Americans have become, and people worldwide have become resellers. You know, they have taken money. I mean, I've had my eBay business here for 17 years, but it wasn't until this last year that I really pushed it, and PayPal credit, like literally I maxed out my PayPal credit and took a risk and bought up a bunch of stuff, and it totally jump started my store. Like I had a bunch of inventory, but it was just kind of sitting there because it had just been, all the good stuff had been bought out, and so I had a bunch of stuff that everybody else had. But I used PayPal credit, 0% interest for 6 months on purchases over $100, and have basically turned that $1,500, just a loan of $1,500 was as much as it took. And so definitely people are buying from home. I feel like people are buying to resell and buying just for fun. I feel like whenever a stimulus check comes out, things go crazy. Yeah, I wish I had started in my youth as well. I definitely, I collected coins like as young as I can remember, and started out with Whitman folders. But yeah, I tried to start as young as I could, but it was like things like school and college. I was starting a eBay business when I started to go to college, and I pretty much stopped to focus on that. But I had the right idea, and if I had just gone with it, I would have basically like been 20 years up on the game. Score, Super Silverman. Yeah, it feels like YouTube has had a big impact. I feel like it's given people more information, some better, some worse. Yeah, the 1960s small dates, like I don't see a lot of them come. Like according to PCGS, they're not worth that much more, but I never see them at market. Like I just started getting into the 1970 S small dates, and pretty much every single one I've bought has sold. And so it's, I feel like there was a couple up for sale every week, at auction, but they seem to have died down. It seems like this pandemic really pushed a lot of people to the limits. Since it started, I've seen a lot of coins that, watching the coins on eBay for, watching every coin, I just see things that normally I would see every couple years. Just all of a sudden I'd see things weekly or monthly. Like I saw one guy, he probably sold like 2, 3, 400 1909 S's and 1914 D's, just every grade. He was just selling like multiple a day. I bought quite a few of them off of him, but he was just being forced to liquidate his collection to be able to pay for it, to keep a roof over his kids and his family's heads. And so it's like he had been building up that collection forever. You're very blessed, Joseph. That's awesome. Congratulations, congratulations, and congratulations. Yeah, I need to go back through some of the 1970 S's. Like, I was able to buy quite a few rolls of them, of mint cellos. and a lot of them looked very, very, very promising. And speaking of, did we actually, for this box, I want to say there's 1970S's in it. We haven't gotten there yet, though. Maybe I can try to find those, see how many there are for 1970. Maybe we already did 1970, but I think I would remember that. And so for anybody new to the channel, I do stream on Wednesdays and Saturday nights here at 9 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube. It's been forever since I missed a stream. I used to do bonus streams almost every night, but since business has gotten bigger and bigger, I've had to spend more time listing stuff and making videos, but I've pretty much committed to Wednesdays and Saturday at 9 p.m. here. What happened to our poor M? Okay, it just got scratched out. I haven't started some of the rolls. When I found really cool looking stuff, I would, like I'll get like a bag, like these ones came like this. And so I'd take the ones that looked interesting to me and I'd put them in a separate bag and then put them back in with the rest. But for the earlier episodes and stuff, I was just trying to look at as many coins as I can. I'm pretty much gonna have to go back through a bunch of the rolls I went through because just in the last year of doing this, I feel like my eyes have grown better and better. The kind of raw stuff that I had for the beginning episodes of the show, it was almost all circulated or kind of problem BU coins. Like I thought that I had $1 million in pennies, and then to learn, going back through them with the knowledge I then had of how many coins were cleaned, how many were just plain damaged, how many coins were machine damaged, but we did find like hundreds and hundreds of RPMs. We did find some double dies. We did find some cool stuff in it, and I still have a ton of stuff. I have like a huge bag next to me here that I've got to go through. I've just been hooked on looking through the mint cellos here, but I do need to divide things better. Yeah, I try to only do about 2 hours here under the microscope, otherwise everything looks like a double die. Who found a 1909 SVDB? Are you talking about Rob Fine's treasure? I've never found a 1914D or a 1909S or anything like that. Looking through rolls, like I think I went through like 5,000 bank bags of 5,000 count wheat cents, like unsearched off of eBay. See if I can focus here. But yeah, don't buy unsearched bags of wheat pennies on eBay. Try my last resort here. That usually works. I'm back. So are you going mainly by Stern now, Super Silverman? Okay, that's who you were talking about. Sorry, trying to keep up with you guys' chat. Yeah, I think Rob Fine's Treasure was one of the first ones that I feel like watching his one, just it reminded me of roll searching, because I hadn't done, like, one of the reasons I started the Coin Vault has opened here was because I just had all these coins that I said I was going to go through someday and figure out, sort them, figure out what was good and what was bad. I didn't just want to like put them all up on eBay and be like huge collection of coins, but most of them, weren't worth selling. But I really I want a coin roll hunt again. Just get tons, bank bags, buy solid date rolls off eBay, go through them. I promised myself I would deal with this mountain that I already have. Maybe I should just put it away for another 20 years and come out, but I was just like, what if my eyes go on me or something? That would be a pretty awesome score, a 1911 matte proof. Accredited Coins might be interested in that. And that was like why I had so many clean coins, is I'd never really seen older proof coins. Like, I really didn't, when I was searching 15, 20 years ago, I feel like I didn't even have a good book. I knew like a little bit of information. It's just kind of ridiculous. Buy the book, learn about coins, and then buy coins. Everyone watching you will make much better educated decisions if you know what you're looking for. Yeah, Accredited Coins has been buying out the market on matte proof coins and 1936 satin proofs. So if you got any of those, he might be willing to take them off your hands for you. He would be interested in the Type 1. I'm just taking a look. I'm pretty sure it was just machine damage. Yeah, I'm hopefully going to be there in a few years. I don't own any matte proofs. I've been buying up as much 30s and 40s as I can because they're just a little bit more in my price range. Irritated Stacking Silverman showed up like a year. Yeah, the populations are insanely low. Same with the Indian cents. I have no idea why they're, I guess, like what everyone tells me is just there's not as many people collect them. But the populations are insanely low. I haven't been in, like, basically where I've been collecting wise is I can only really buy what I can sell. And so for the most part, I only buy coins, and then it's like, oh, I will occasionally treat myself to something I don't think I'm going to be able to sell, but if I don't put the money back in, my business doesn't grow. And so the idea is to grow it as fast as I can so that I can start buying coins that I think are highly undervalued and will go up in value. You have 16 matte proofs, Super Silverman? Well, that is definitely the idea. I mean, it's like, I want to, like, Accredited Coins and I were talking about starting the Proof Mafia, where we just coordinate, like, and to be entered into the Proof Mafia, you have to buy a 1936 proof, or you have to buy, like, basically to become part of the Mafia, you have to buy a coin to join. I was just a little afraid there was a Proof Mafia already, and they wouldn't take too kindly to us, like, using their name. And I didn't want to, like, upset a Mafia. I'd ended up on a hit list or something. You never know. There's some interesting things going on in this world. But the idea of having, like, a collective buying group, it just feels like it would balance the odds against some of these gigantic companies that are literally able to just buy up and control the market share And then, you know, if someone else tries to buy in and play their game, they're just able to flood the market, drive the price down until the person goes bust, and then they buy it for pennies on what they sold it to them for. So it's like, I feel like a bunch of people, it's kind of like the whole stock market thing that they just had with GameStop. It's like the big companies are able to control the stock market, and so they're able to, you know, control their own profits. But if a bunch of little people all are together and they all talk and they all, you know, like, you know, collectively stand together, and they don't let the big guys divide them, it could be fun. Nice. I feel like we already had one with machine damage like this. I'm just looking close. Yeah, hopefully I will be able, I want to put together a full collection. I feel like I might go like with a full collection of proof Indian head cents before I try to do the matte proofs, just because I feel like I could practically get most of a proof Indian head cent collection for the price of one. I do see them occasionally for cheaper. That one's, that looks interesting. Hold on. Let's grab this one to compare. What do you guys think of this one? It's like the bottom of the I and the T and the N just look way wider. Got a different one again. Oh, maybe it's just me. But I feel like this looks even. Maybe it's just the way it was. I'm gonna read what you guys and have some coffee for a second. Yeah, I found in the end of Wexler's book, or talking about how the proofs were made, was just really interesting. I don't know, this one looks different to me. Maybe it's just the top of it is kind of, it's almost like it was done on an angle. But it's mainly just this united part here, or the U, N, I, and T. Maybe it's just getting pressed up towards the rim. These ones are all 1979 or 1979. It's just what I pulled out tonight. I bought this huge lot on eBay, of just, I can't even remember. It's like an entire large flat rate box just full of bags of mint Cellos. And the person was kind enough to divide up every date and put them in a bag and label them. And so, for better or for worse, usually I do just like a solid date roll for the show, and so it's made it really easy. I just pull out a roll for the night, and but they're not even. I don't know how many coins we looked at tonight, but it's just I pull them out. Sometimes they're bigger than others. I usually go about 2 hours. So I think we're actually going to finish up this roll quickly here, but I do have some other ones that are small, so we could keep going here for a little because we're ending a little early. If you guys like. Alright, last one, and then I will pull out something different. So it looks like we found a couple RPMs in here, which I don't think any of the RPMs were terribly valuable for this year, but there's only 3. So if somebody has like an RPM set and they want every year or something like that, perhaps there's somebody out there that wants one. There's nothing for 1979. There are three RPMs for the year. No double dies, no obverse, no reverse, nothing. And so it was kind of, I didn't think we'd find anything tonight, so I was like, oh great, anybody that knows 1979s, they're going to be like, I don't want it, I'll skip tonight's show. But I figure there's no way we're going to find anything if we don't look. So hold on, I just found a small bag of 1997s, and I can't remember if that is a wide AM year. I feel like it starts in 98. Yeah, 98, 92, 98. We'll take a look at these ones quick, and there might be another small bag too, depending on the time. But after about 2 hours, I'm usually pretty much, my brain goes. I used to be able to stream for like 12 hours. Yeah, you should, I like my setup here, but Super Silverman definitely seems like his setup gives, when you see the edges of my coins, they get really kind of washed out, but like basically, you look at the date, you look at the different devices, and it becomes really hard to see the notches. It becomes really hard, especially when we get up close here. But with his, everything is like even around it, and so if there's like a double die or something, you're not gonna miss it. Yeah, well, that was half the reason I took the time to look at the 1979s, is that because there's almost nothing in them, nobody looks at them. Nobody wants to spend the time, and so I figured, why not take a look? If 1 in a million chance that we find something, then we found something no one else has found before. We did find a couple RPMs, which is better. A lot of the rolls that I've gotten from this person, I have not found anything super interesting other than some better looking coins. So far these all look like they're probably like MS65 up. This one's got a spot on it. Probably one. I feel like a bunch of the newer ones in here, they all look a bit better. I don't know if mine would, and I don't know if the Mustcam you were talking about to a phone, but the microscope I have here, it's like 10 plus years old. It's a Dino Light that I bought a long time ago. And so for what I have, you could buy something way, way, way better. But it's just, this is the one that I have, so this is the one I use. But I might buy, if my business goes as big as it's looking it's going to go this next year, I might as well buy myself a really nice microscope and write it off as a business expense, because it would be a business expense, but it would also be a good investment for my business. Is the Andin Star, is that the one with like an LCD screen that I've seen you record on, Super Silverman? Yeah, I've never really been. I've definitely, like, when I'm roll hunting, I can notice a light coin. I definitely have a lot of light planchets, or a lot of light coins, ones with kind of that just aren't full. But I've never really weighed them. Some of these look pretty decent, I mean. It's like, I don't, no, I think I do. Excuse me. I know I do, but do I? I mean, like, I think we got a couple left. So it's like, this is like, and I don't know, it's funny though, because I guess this is just a later date. It's 97. It's like, this is MS67 red here. But it's just, it's interesting the way the surface is here. I probably have, if I just open one or two boxes here, I bet I have a 97 here. Other box. If not, what did I do with them all? It's a 1994 MS67 with some rainbow rings on it. But it is interesting though, like, just the textures, like a lot of these like zinc covered coppers, like just the textures on them. I couldn't believe that they're all MS67s. Like, some of them are just like rough and crazy. It's 94. This one's got a rainbow ring on it too. But yeah, I'm just always surprised. Like, when I look at these mint cellos, the coins look so smooth and just like nearly flawless. Like, I've kind of gotten mint cello vision, where I can tell that it's not the coin that's damaged, it's just the mint cello. But these look so much smoother and so much happier compared to a lot of the graded ones I already have. The 92 was a close AM. Oh, that was the 92D. I think it's just the 92P, right? I'm sorry, I pulled out a couple different, I think I pulled out some 94s. And I think it was probably one that wasn't. I just was pulling out some MS67 ones. I was trying to find a 97. But I must have already put them away. This one's got some little tiny spots on it. Yeah, I mean, I'm curious to see what these look like outside of the mint cellos. because I haven't. I know a lot of people, they like kind of look at them and then they cut them open to see what they really look like. I feel like this one's got some little marks there. It's got some. I don't know. I don't think that would kill the grade though. It looks like it almost looks kind of cleaved. So I can put these ones back, and I might have another. No, I don't think it was. I think it was a date that it was supposed to be. Okay, let's look. Because I'm sorry, I have the 92 here. The 92 is not a close AM. It is a wide AM. And I don't believe... I kind of want to look at it up close now. It's definitely a wide AM. But just the way that the machine damage on it, it's like almost looks like it's just far away. Lots of zinc showing on this. Lots of breaks in the plating. I think it was a 94. I did have... I think it was a 94. I think I showed two 94s. All these ones though, if I did show you a 92, you can check out the 92s I have posted on eBay. They're all, every single 92 I have up is up there. Yeah, I think it was a 94, because all I have is 94s in here. Alright, so I put those ones away. Where did I put them? What was, those were 97s we just looked through. We'll have to do that again, see if I have another small bag here. Not really. This one's, I'll try this. 1996, is that? No. A wide AM. Here, let's look through some 96s. You can check for one. Oh boy. Okay, it came from this stack. Sorry, I have some coins here that I have not made videos of yet, and so I'm just trying to keep them separate. I guess I'm still zoomed in here. We can probably, I mean, so we're looking for a wide AM here. We should be able to see if it's a wide AM or a close AM. I guess we don't need the light on here. That looks like a close AM. Just trying to see what the condition, if I'm going through these here. That looks like a close AM. That's pretty crazy. I guess it's probably, I know that Hugh Woods, I think their gold package, the insurance you can get from them, it'll cover basically while you're traveling with the coins, and so that's definitely something somebody can do. I think that I think it covers when they're in the mail as well. I'm not positive on that. But there are ways to get coins like that insured, but at the same time, if it hasn't been graded yet, it is kind of hard to get it insured. I bet. I mean, if it a one of a kind, because probably everybody would want it to add to their collection, but there would there'd only be one, and so not everybody could have one. I have to imagine that there has been a lot of people looking for them. It's just interesting how there is a couple of years where there isn't anything. Like what, I think I had the years up here, like 92 P&D, 98, 99, 2000. So it's like what happened in 93, 4, 5, 6? It seems like there should be at least something that pops up at some point. The FG is different on the, that's not a bad idea. Is that just as a way to, or do you check the FG to check faster? Or if you think that you found a wide AM to kind of as a die marker? And I can zoom in closer too if you guys, I don't know what size screens you guys have to watch on. How did, I mean, they say the coin is gone, but at the same time, did the person that took it, does he think that they know what it is? Yeah. It definitely, probably get a photo op with it. Yeah, because if basically if you send it in the mail, the post office, or even registered, they're going to say, well, how much was it worth? A penny? All right, well, or I guess it's basically like until it's certified, the post office won't pay an insurance claim on it. I guess they'll say it hasn't been authenticated or it hasn't been appraised yet. And it's like, yeah, that's why I was sending it in the mail. It looks like we have a toner. This one's got some, kind of looks gray and purple and pink when I look down on it. I feel like some colors don't quite show true on my microscope here, even though I'm using an OT light as well. Looks like we've got a toned reverse as well. I feel like there was one roll in this box so far that almost every coin in it had really cool toning on it. That's all you know. Well, it makes a good story. People probably don't like repeating the story and giving out more information when nobody likes telling everybody about, oh yeah, that one time I got robbed. That's definitely not a fun story to tell. It's like a close AM. Yeah, I feel like well, I guess on these newer ones, I feel like they made the mint marks a lot better. On some of the older ones, my microscope, I feel like, has a really difficult time, especially like looking for the doubled mint mark or the doubled initials. Some of those double dies I just find absolutely ridiculous because I can barely see them. So if anybody ever did go to get it graded or cash in on their unlawful score, that's smart to take photos of it. That is definitely smart. So no wide AMs here tonight. but I think I'm gonna call the stream here, just because it's almost 2 hours here. But I thank you, Joseph Gross, for joining us tonight. Enjoyed talking with you. Thank you for being here, Accredited Coins. Thank you for being here, Super Silverman. Thank you for being here, PK Carve. Yeah, I'm trying to, Blue Sandy, if you're watching, thank you for being here tonight. You're always watching. Feel free to talk if you want. I know you watch on your TV, so it's harder to. But thanks everybody for being here tonight. Let me just check and make sure I didn't miss anybody. But yeah, unless I have a bonus stream here unless I have a bonus stream before now on Wednesday, I'll be back Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Pacific time here on YouTube. Thanks everybody for watching. Thank you guys for the great conversation. Really enjoyed the conversation tonight. You guys are awesome. Thanks guys. See you all in the future. Until next time.